Hello, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to make a video just to show you the progress I've made since the last video as promised, and just thought I'd work on some of these darker shadows. So as I said, I'm trying to make as many videos as possible, try and be consistent. You can see the progress I've made so far. I just need to go in and tidy up some of these darks, and there's a few areas that are probably going to cause me, they're going to be quite difficult to do. And that's the as you know from my previous videos, there's a couple of cars. As you can see, I've got the first car's done. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it does represent the car in the reference. I think it's a Citroen C1. So I'm just doing some of these darks. As you can see, it's not a rush to get this painting complete because of the details, but I just wanted to do a video just to show you what I'm up to and what the different stages of painting. There are a couple of white areas where the paint's not covered the paper, although that looks quite pleasing sometimes. I think in this picture I want to try and reduce that as where I can. So just areas like this I can fill in, and it's just like a jigsaw puzzle. You're just doing piece by piece. As I've said, I started this painting, started working from the top and worked my way down to the foreground. So let's see if I can get a decent. And it's quite difficult without I don't think I can upload from my camera to my phone, so that makes it a bit more difficult. So I've got to shoot with my my camera phone. So obviously the quality is not perfect, but I will keep shooting with my phone just to keep these videos coming. And then one day when I get maybe another camera which will allow me to upload to my phone. I don't know why it doesn't. For those of you who know cameras, the SLR cameras, I just got myself it's the newest, or one of the newest cameras. It's a Canon 4000D. And it's a beginner's camera. It's I think they've simplified the camera so there's not all the sort of features you'd get on a more expensive camera. So it's a cheaper version, and it doesn't allow me to upload onto my phone. Or at least I think. I will look into it a bit further and see if there's a way I can do that. Maybe it's uploading onto a computer first and then transfer the file. But like I said, I'm not particularly good with technology, anything like that. So if you've got any ideas, suggestions, anything to help me, please do drop a comment in the comment section. I'd appreciate that. Okay, so I'm just adding some more. So from this you can see how long it's taking this painting. There's no rush. I want to try and get this as close to the reference as I possibly can, and obviously where I can I've just got to make it believable, make the image, as long as it's realistic and at a glance, if you know Saddleworth or the street that I'm painting, it does replicate that. There we go, I'm just adding the more darks. And like I said, because it's my phone's filming, that's where I get the reference image from. So I can just play around, I can just tidy up areas which need just tidying up. Some of the darks are not as dark as they should be, so I can just work on those, almost guessing, but not going too far from the reference either. There we go. There's a bit more dark just in this, within this window. Just filling some dark. There we go. I am waiting for the weather to change. It's absolutely horrible out there. The wind, it's actually stopped raining now, but it's been raining for the last maybe week, so I can't get out with my camera, get some more images for my next few paintings. I think what I'm looking at is local scenes. I would like to get some more pictures from Manchester, the city centre, and have a go at doing one of those. There we go. Let's get some dark inside this window. And it's nice when you get the darks, it just helps the painting, it helps the lights, and it just helps the overall image just come alive. It helps the image pop. I know from trial and error over the years, there's some paintings which I look back on that I've done and they seem to look a bit washed out, a bit not done. They just don't look complete. I don't know why, but maybe without experience you sort of just stop painting, you're happy with the image. You feel if you do any more, then you're going to spoil what you've done so far. And I think with watercolours in particular, you've just got to just keep going, and I think be brave. You just got to keep going and just make sure you just keep going until you see it's right. There we go. I can see that. Just need to blend that in so it looks like the wall. There we go. So you can see there's still quite a lot I've got left to do. This person here is actually a woman. She's walking down the street, down the road, and the figure, I've got it in the wrong place actually, so I've left that. It needs to come maybe a bit inwards, about here, and then you get the nice shadows cast because the sun's coming from this direction, so it's hitting the buildings on this side. As you can see, you got the dark shadows on the sides of the building, under the rooftops. And then the next car if I can get this. I think this is going to be the part that causes me more trouble than anything, is this car here. It's closer to view than the Citroen here, so obviously the scale of it's going to be a bit bigger, but I just think it's going to be quite a trick to get that one looking right. It's a Volkswagen Golf, so with things like that, you just need to make sure you get them looking like the car itself. I think the person, when I get that in the right place, I've got to get that spot on as well, and then there's the rest of the road. So you got these real big shadows coming in, dark sort of purpley grey shadows casting a lovely shadow across the road, and that really makes the painting what it is. That really makes it, it's what attracted to me to the image in the first place. So that's just an overview of some of the work I've done so far. Again, if you got any comments, any suggestions, any tips on maybe you've got a 4000D, a Canon 4000D DSLR camera. If you have, just I appreciate any tips or anything I need to know about that. I think in an ideal world, as I get more experience and more paintings done, then I would like to invest and get something a bit more, well, for shooting videos anyway. It's quite a good camera. I can get the images I want to paint, and I can just transfer the pictures onto my phone, and that's where I can get these paintings from. But it's really, the next level is finding some way of getting videos from the camera to the phone. And it's really an afterthought. When I got the camera, I wasn't thinking of shooting with that. It was just mostly for pictures, and it was afterwards I thought maybe I could make videos from that, but it's not meant to be, I don't think. There's a couple of areas here which you got white spots. Just need to colour them in. And like you can see, it's pretty much like doing a jigsaw puzzle. You got these areas which you got to concentrate, and there's a lot of detail. You got to think of how you can simplify, how you can get this or that, like the reference. So it's really like just doing some sort of a puzzle. You got to figure out how you're going to do this, how you're going to tackle that, and that's really all there is to it. You got to be patient. I'm getting a bit, not fed up, but I'm wanting this painting now to be finished. It's taken quite a few weeks, so I would like to, I think I'm going to have to spend a lot more time when I can. I think a few late nights is going to be in order just to get this finished. Move on to the next image. Okay, so you can see where I'm at. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, hopefully I can get this scene done. You can see I've probably not got the shape of the Volkswagen Golf correct yet. I just noticed, and these are some of the things that you notice, sometimes not straight away, but the angle of the window, if I'd if I'd have started painting that, I think it would be completely wrong. It needs to come slightly down, and just simple things like that will change the way it sits together. So it's been quite a challenge. You got the perspective, so you got the buildings, the brickwork. You got. I think one of the things I could have done is drawn the vanishing point, and then all the lines would have gone to the vanishing point. But I think with a bit more work, I think I'm going to be quite pleased with this piece. If it continues the way it's going, if I get those shadows across the road, I get the figure, and then the second car, and obviously complete the road, I think it'll be quite a success. But that's the image so far. I hope you like. Okay, well, I just wanted to, as I've showed you, there's a few parts of the painting that could be quite a challenge, so I wanted to just take time just to do a bit of a study. So as you can see, I've done the lady in the picture. I just wanted to do a quick tonal sketch. I'm quite happy with the one in the middle. I think if I can replicate that in watercolour, then I'll get that done quite well. I did a little thumbnail sketch there, just try and get the overall image correct, and then just a quick rough sketch on the bottom. So this is quite a good idea if you're doing complicated scenes, or if you've got parts or elements in your painting that can be quite difficult to do. You can just grab, and that's what a sketchbook's for. You can just grab your sketchbook, just practice, and it doesn't have to be anything like the finished product. But as you can see, you can just get a bit of practicing done. Sketchbooks don't have to be perfect, so that's what I've done. Okay, I hope you like the video. As always, it will help my channel to grow if you leave comments, subscribe, like, share, anything like that. Any ideas, suggestions, please let me know. I'll always get back to you. Okay, so that's just a little extra on top of the painting that I've already been doing. Just a bit of practice so that I can get that element right. Alright, and I'll see you in the next video.